Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Octane Militia. This ride was featured in January 2019 at Tahuya Orv Park on the west side of the state. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but just trying to create a little content during the dry spell we got here, so sit back and enjoy.
We got some brisket smoker for later. Oh my god, just a quick peek. Breakfast! Breakfast! Old man Kurt, hot on the iron again. What up, Kurt?
Right over here.
Yeah, breakfast over here.
This is the dog.
Okay. Is that French toast?
French toast.
Shut
French toast, bacon, and eggs.
I'll play your game. Damn. Oh, this is a thick cut bacon too.
Oh yeah.
That's what I appreciate about you.
I like to take you guys into like a little bit of how we are as a family, you know, with the Octane Militia. Not just writing content all the time, but to show you what it's like to ride with the same group of guys doing the same things on a regular basis like this. So hopefully it doesn't bother you guys, but it's something I kind of like to do. Helps us relive the memories and show you a little bit of what it's like to be out here riding with the crew, not just a plain old you know, riding video. I do those too, but sometimes I like to do a little bit of like vlogging sort of style stuff too.
Bon appetit. Waiting in line for some grub. Grub.
Anyway, back to why you guys are here. Let's crank these things up and let's get ourselves out on the trail, huh? of you that have never been to Tahuya, it's a really fun place to ride, where you can stretch your capabilities about as far as you want to, if that makes sense. You can either take it easy, ride the nice groomed trails, or you can get up into some of the rock crawling stuff, or the dips and heavy articulation type stuff. Tahuya's got a little bit for everybody. It's not what most people would consider like the hardest riding, but you can make it that way very easily, which is, you know, good, because if you have all different advanced level riders, you can go out and let the kids drive a little bit. You can let the you know, amateurs drive a little bit. Then you can even get into some of the more hardcore stuff I've seen up there with the rock crawling. It's just a really fun all-around place to be. And the cool thing is that the campsites are sitting right there, right on the trail. You can just literally, you know, go back and forth out of the trail system without ever having to go on a paved road or anything like that. So Tahuya, in my book, is just one of the funnest places you can go, especially on the west side. It's all groomed trails. No one's going to give you a hard time about being out there. And they purposely try to keep the trails to where you can see something new every time you go out there. So if you haven't been to Tahuya, it's definitely something you might want to try out. We've always had a lot of fun there, and we go there every year repeatedly. So basically what we did is, you got to take this route, and there's a million different ways to get up here. But basically there's a main trail system that meets up here on the top of this hill, where it's like basically a groomed road that I would say is like a central highway for the whole place. And to get from the campsites up to this, you can take many different ways to get up there. And there's some hill climb stuff, there's some easy trail stuff, there's some deep mud hole type stuff. And then all of them kind of end up meeting all at the top of this hill up here. Like I said, it's like a highway for the whole rest of the trail system. So basically, if you ever get lost, you can always hit this main big, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 foot road at the top you're going to see up here that we reach. And that's like how you always kind of know where you're at. Like we're at the road right here where I'm talking about it. It's like a big, wide, groomed road, and kind of all the trails end up coming back into it. So it's very kind of hard to get lost, as you would say. Now, if you're brand new to Tahuya, you're going to end up getting lost at least a few times until you figure the whole place out. You guys know me. Normally I'm not one to steer away from mud holes, but I do have a young little lady with me, and she does not want to get wet, and I can't blame her, so we're just kind of avoiding the big puddles at this time. this is one of the cooler places at Tahuya. You'll see a lot of Jeeps and a lot of guys parking up here. There's a bunch of huge lakes and mud holes, and there's a huge rock climbing section over here. And everyone's always parked out here having a good time, you know, tossing a couple back, and just kind of good place for everybody to hang out, enjoy the sights, put their rigs to the test, and always people parked out up here. Well, like any good friend, I can't just leave him out there all alone, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there. Not gonna lie, it just got a little deep there. Probably a little bit over the steering wheel, but the machine gets really heavy when you get that much water in it, but it's still a good time. So as you guys will see, a lot of these trails are the fairly easy ones just to get around from one place to another. We do go back, have some lunch, and then we come back out and hit some more of the funner flex trails that they got out there. There's definitely a little bit out here for everybody, so stay tuned. I know it's probably a little boring right now, but there should be some other better stuff here shortly. I put this clip in here just to show you like a little bit of what it's about. Ain't nothing better, man. Just being on the trail with your buddies, you know. Got the smoker rolling. We got some cold brewskis on tap. Just, you know, just living the life, having a good time, remembering what it's all about, being out there, just good times, good people. If we ever run into any of you guys out there, you're more than welcome to join us. We're real friendly people. We like to be around there. We like to be around with everybody. It doesn't matter. like I promised, back into the trails, a little more technical, a little more tight, a little more, you know, challenging for some, not too challenging for others, but it's a good time. Sit back and enjoy. You guys see me stopping a lot just because we don't want anybody to get lost out here. We're starting to get into the deeper parts of Tahuya where it can take you at least a few hours to get back. So if someone's to break down or anything like that, we're always trying to make sure everybody's out with us with the group. We don't like anybody being, you know, singled out or a little too far back to find out where they're going. I've got the only one with the GPS in the Maverick right now, so I always try to make it slow down, make sure I know where everybody's at. And any good leaders, you guys should always know to hold up going through turns and certain things just to know where everybody's at. We all enjoy it, and no one likes to get lost out here. It's a miserable feeling. Now, I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but you should be able to tell by the sounds of the suspension and watching the tires go up and down. Some of these are some pretty big articulation changes, and these machines are just so crazy how well they handle them. It would take a Jeep easily, you know, 25 minutes to get through some of these sections, but you can floor it through here if you really wanted to. I know I don't have a lot of out of vehicle shots this one, not compared to what I normally do. We ended up leaving the gimbal at the house, so that kind of backfired, and if you shaky footage, I'd rather just not have it in the film at all. So sorry about the, you know, lack of out of car shots like I usually have. I promise it's not a normal thing. tighten up through this section. this point in the ride, it's starting to get a little late. We're slowly making our way back to camp so we can get the fire going, get the food prepped, and all that kind of stuff. But it's always just a fun little area to ride. So I'm just going to let it play out. You guys can either watch it or change channel, whatever you guys want to do. It's just a bunch of fun, different style of riding out there. just want to personally thank each one of you guys for tuning into the videos and subscribing. It's been a pleasure making for these videos for you guys already. I know we're just now getting started. I got some really new video equipment on the way. There's been a lack of videos due to my deployment schedule and things being so busy. Right now, I'm overseas and I had a little bit extra time on my hands to be able to throw a video together. I didn't have a lot of footage. I just had what I had on my computer. So just want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching the videos, subscribing, telling your friends. The channel really blew up pretty quick. I've had a really good time making it and making content for you guys. I've got a lot of new equipment and new stuff on the way to make these videos better and better. I got some really good ideas coming up in the upcoming future, and I'm definitely looking forward to putting a lot more time, heart, and energy into these videos now that more and more people are starting to watch them. I'm sure if you've watched from the beginning, you've definitely seen an evolution happen here with, you know, I used to just start out, bought a little old GoPro and just shaky footage all over the place. Like, the more and more I get into it, the more and more subscribers, the more fun I have making it for you guys, making sure you guys are enjoying, you know, the product we put out. Obviously, this video is a little bit different than the average. There's not as much footage, but I had to work with what I had. I just wanted to put something out for you guys to be able to watch while you're all locked up during this, quarantine period. I know that it sucks for everybody, but hopefully everybody stays healthy. Thank you guys again for all you do. Tell your friends, like, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Comments drastically help the videos improve, so definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking, ideas you have, what I could do better, things you guys like to see, just things of that nature. Let me know what you guys like and don't like, just so I can, you know, tailor these to my viewers. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next video. Should be back home here in the next few months and lay down another one for you guys. Peace.